welcome back. And now we're going to continue. Now we have the prefab here, the old prefab. We are going to... Okay. Scene views changed slightly. There's a new button that says Scenes, John Lemon. And then we have the autosave, which is not clicked, which I guess it retains... it must retain it whenever you open Unity. So it must not be related specifically to the project or whatever. Because the original, when I originally did it, I turned off autosave, so which is fine. Save the autosave, which already is right now. Animate your character. Select the John Lemon game object. Take a look at the animate component in the inspector. Call it controller. Which you're going to use to get it moving. Controller's a state machine. Create the animation controller. In the project window, right click on it and select create animator controller. So, assets, animation, animators, create animator controller. Label it John Lemon, and I'll leave it like that. Double click on it to open. Okay. Now we need to, what do we need to do here? Idle and walking. And then the 4 types of parameters, which I already did in the other videos if you haven't watched. If you go through this, you can read what it says about, basically they're like variables, the parameters are. So, bool, integer, float, and something called a trigger. Plus button, we want a bool, which is boolean, which is true or false, and is walking. Okay. Disabled, default value. Set up the animations. Go to the animation window. You should see 5 models. 2 start with John. Lets you know their animations. John animation. Okay. Expand them, sub-assets. Okay, in order to use those animations, I almost should put this on the right side and put the Unity on the left side. I wonder if that would make more sense. So let's do that for a quick second. Like so. And let's do this and like so. And I'm just doing this so I don't crane my neck. I'm turning over to look on this side of the screen here. You can't see it, so I have to point to the side of the screen here. And actually, this is actually the side I'm on, even though it's flipped, which is kind of interesting. Because of the camera is flipped. This is my right hand. It's not flipped. I mean, it's proper. You can tell it's my right hand because it's on your left side, but it's like it's flipped. And there's my head in my hand. How's that? Right. Oh. Okay, enough playing around. So now, since it's the other way around, I can. All right. What do I do? I bring it down just a little bit, just a little. And just kind of Why did it do that? Darn you. Okay. Anyways, so drag them from the project window to the animator window. Start with idle. So bring idle over. Okay. Animator states. When you drag an idle and walk animations, that creates two states. Wait a sec. What the? What? Why did it switch? Base layer. Okay, no, I guess that's fine. Okay. Radio controller. Default is an orange. You dragged it first. Two states, no logic. You'll need animator transitions to create them. Right click on the idle state and click make transition. To finish creating a transition, click on the walk state. Now let's just go ahead and pull this here a little bit. So, okay, and needs to be able to change back to idle from walking, so repeat this process. Create a transition from walk to idle. Make transition back to idle. Okay, look like this, and it does. Okay, so now's a way of transitioning. Remember this is walking. Select the transition from idle to walk by clicking on the connecting line. So idle to walk would be the down arrow, and then unclick the has time because it's not an exit time, so it's not after it passed. Okay, further down the window, transition needs, and so we're gonna need to provide a condition. And is walking should be true, I believe. Click the plus. That is walking is true. Is walking is true. John Lemon should transition from idle to walk. You don't need to change anything. So set up and basically do the same thing for this. So we click this off. We add a condition, but we say that's false. Right? C set to false. Okay. Assign the animator controller to John Lemon Prefab. See, this is what I should have paid attention to when I was originally doing it. You still need to tell the John Lemon Prefab that this is the animator controller it should use. In project window, go to Assets, Animation, Animators. Animators. Find the John Lemon animator controller. Select the John Lemon game object in the hierarchy. Oh, so we're actually technically in the prefab still, aren't we? Right? Drag the animator controller to the controller property. Okay, so let's click that. Does that mean that we're still... So that's where I had a problem. Okay. John Lemon won't be able to move. Okay, drag the animator controller to the controller property. Okay, so let's drag it over here. And there we go. Click the save button. Now, every instance of John Lemon Prefab has been updated to include your changes. Your character is going to be navigating around a haunted house with different rooms and corridors to explore. As pardon me, I don't know what that's about. As he's not a ghost, it's important to make sure he can't walk through walls. In order to do this, you're going to make sure that John Lemon Prefab reacts to physics. Open the Prefab for editing in Prefab mode, which I am in here. You'll find two components, transform and an animator. Need a rigid body and a collider. So click add component. Okay. Type in rigid body. Select rigid body. It says make sure not to select. Okay. Click on the rigid body, not rigid body 2D. Okay. Save your work on the prefab so far. And it will react to physics. Now you've given John Lemon Prefab a rigid body component. It will react to the physics such as gravity. Let's enter play mode to see that in action. Return to the main scene by clicking scenes on the top of the scene view and press the play button on the toolbar. Okay. And play. Now what's it going to do? See, now it's like animating. It's not supposed to do that, is it? Yeah, let's do something here. Let's do that. Let's Control S. See what happens. I don't get why he animates though. He's not supposed to animate. That's my problem here. So I'm not sure now. Character falls a short distance and stops. Apply root motion. Update mode normal. I don't know. We'll see in the next video. So thank you for watching. I'll talk to you.